Hello you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm doing a part 2 to the video where I ranked every music festival I have ever attended. So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every festival I have not attended. I did say this a little bit in the video of which ones I would not attend, but now I'm going to sit down and spill the tea about which ones I have interest in going and which ones I have no interest in going. Emma Kapotes also did this video, so I'm going to link her down below for you guys to check out. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Like I said in part 1, which I'll link down below, I did hint to which ones are not for me, which ones are for me. So we're gonna get into a little bit more detail as to why or why not I would go to these festivals. I feel like it's a good time before festivals come back just to kind of like tell you guys what's on my mind, what's on my bucket list, and everything like that. And if you guys have any other ideas for ranking videos, please comment it down below. I love doing these videos. They're so fun to me. So if you guys have any other ideas about ranking videos, I'd love to hear them. But first, we're gonna go through the different rankings. So if you've ever been on Tier Maker, you put like different rankings and that's how you rank. I have my festival icons here. These are specifically ones I have not attended. So I did this personalized to me. You can make your own or you can use mine. I will link it down below. I also have the full festival list one in the part 1 video, which I will also link that down below. So first up, we are gonna go through these rankings. These are the rankings that Emma Kapotes had in her video. I really like those, so I wanted to stick with those. Also, if you guys wanna participate and do this same thing that we did, you guys could use the same rankings as well. So the first one we have is Dream Festival, which is bucket list. Like, this is one that I'm dying to go to. It's been on my list forever. It's been on my list probably since I was a little baby raver. I'm ready to go whenever, wherever. And then the next rating we have is I'm packing my bags right now. If the pandemic were to end suddenly and this festival was going on, you will catch me there. You know what I mean? Or this festival is on my festival schedule, like whenever it's gonna happen, you will catch me there. It's a little bit different than like a dream festival, I feel like, because Dream Festival is like, I've been dying to go. This has been on my mind forever. But I'm packing my bags right now is a little bit more like, it hasn't been a dream of mine, but like I want to go either because of the lineup or the experience or whatever it may be. The next one we have is I'll get to it someday, you know? Sounds like a good idea. It seems a little fun. Maybe we'll try it out and test the waters one day. The next one we have, not for me, but go off, meaning I wouldn't attend this festival, but go off. I respect this festival. I think it's a dope festival. Other people might love it, but it's just not for me. And then the final one is I'll save my money. You know what? It's okay. I don't have to attend this festival. I'll save my money. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you know what, I'll save my money. I think some things that people think is that because I'm a festival content creator or because you're into festivals, this doesn't have to be with a content creator. I'm just saying for myself. But if you love going to festivals, I think a lot of people think that you have to go to every single festival and that every single festival is for you, which is totally not true. If you are into dubstep and bass, I don't think you would have the best time at Crossed, which is a house and techno festival, you know? I think you would absolutely love Lost Lands. I think you would love EDC because there is dubstep and bass there. Same thing, if you love house and techno, I don't think you would have the best time at Forbidden Kingdom. You might have a better time at Crossed or Seismic Dance Event. So I did want to make that really clear because I feel like a lot of people think that because I'm a festival content creator that I want to go to every single festival. But ideally, I want to go to most festivals, but if I know that the lineup is predominantly one genre that I don't think I could handle for multiple days, or if I don't think the experience is for me, if I've heard things that kind of make me question like if it's worth my time and my money, then I don't have to go. You know what I mean? It's kind of like empowering to just set that boundary of like, you know what, have a good time, but it's not for me, you know? So let's get into it. Right up first, we're kicking it off on a great note, Tomorrowland. This is my dream festival, you guys. I have been dying to go to Tomorrowland ever since I started going to music festivals and heard about it. Like, it just seemed like this magical land with all the production, the lineup. And as I've gotten to grow more into festivals, I've heard more and more about it. I've seen videos about it. I've watched vlogs on it. It's just a must for me. I just have to go, and I would love to go back to Europe and travel around Europe and go to Tomorrowland. So fingers crossed that does happen. I'm gonna make it happen regardless. And then we have hard summer. So I'm gonna put this as I'll save my money. To be honest, I haven't heard the best things about hard summer. I've heard it's a great lineup, but it's really hot. I don't know, I've just heard mixed things about it. And it's usually always around a time in August where I just have a lot going on. I'm either moving or, you know, I just have a lot going on with stuff. So I've just never really had an interest in going. So I'm just gonna say I'll save my money. Then we have Burning Man. Love Burning Man. I've never been. I want to go so bad. I've been living through all the Instagram influencers I follow that go to Burning Man. I've been living through videos like, I would love to go to Burning Man so bad. I know it is not a festival. It is more so about being a part of community, being a part of the experience. But I just wanted to include it because, you know, I would love to go. It's more than just music, it's art, it's being a part of something, a collective. I could go on and on. And I did do a podcast episode on my podcast, Let's Vibe podcast with Kira Bramble, who wrote the book Burning Wing. So if you guys are interested in learning more about Burning Man, definitely check out that episode, but also buy her book. She wrote a fiction book about her first time at Burning Man. And it is so incredible and so good. I like went through that book so quick. So I highly recommend checking out that episode if you're interested in Burning Man. It definitely like made me even more excited about going to Burning Man one day. So definitely recommend you guys check that out. Escape Halloween. I'm packing my bags right now, right this second. I was gonna go to Escape in 2020. I've been going to Freaky Deaky for the past 3 years. I've been to some Arizona Halloween events. I love a good Halloween event. I think they're so much fun getting to dress up and everything like that. And so whenever Escape happens, you will catch me there. It's a little different than a dream festival just because I've never really am like, oh my God, that's on my bucket list. But like, it kind of is on my bucket list, but it's one of those things where it's just like, I want to 100% go. You know what I mean? And the Insomniac production, being at the NAS Event Center, we love it. DOS Energy, I've heard mixed things. I've heard a lot of people from Utah absolutely love this festival. It's like their home festival. It's typically around August time. Lineup is always pretty good from what I've seen. This is also in August. It's usually probably around the same time as Hard Summer, I'd say. I got some mixed feelings about it I think on my last video, and I've heard mixed things, but I don't know. I've never been to Utah. It looks like a really cool venue. So I'm gonna put it as I'll get to it someday. Maybe if something works out where I get to go or something. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to check out. I've never been to Utah, so I'm kind of down for it. Bonnaroo, I'm gonna put that as I'll get to it someday. Or Dream Festival. It's not unpacking my bags right now because there's no immediacy to it. I think I'm gonna put I'll get to it someday. I've heard great things about it. I've also heard it's very hot. So that is something that is a little concerning to me, but I'm from Arizona, so I'm kind of like, like how hot can it be? I've also been in Coachella, so I'm like, how hot can it be? The thing with Bonnaroo is that it always falls during the month of Electric Forest. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see how that would work out. Now that I'm self-employed, it might work out a little bit better. So maybe I'll get to Bonnaroo a lot sooner than I think, but we'll see. I always love the lineup. I think 2019's lineup I had the most FOMO over. I was really upset over it. But I'm just gonna put it as I'll get to it someday. Friendship Dream Festival. I went to Holy Ship. I would love to go on Friendship and check it out. For those that don't know, Friendship is a cruise festival. So you get on the boat and it's a music festival on a boat, basically. It's super cool because there's stages and you get to run into artists, there's themes, stuff like that. And so for those that don't know the difference between Holy Ship and Friendship, Holy Ship used to be owned by Destructo, and it was in, I think, 2018, Destructo got asked to leave Hard Events. Live Nation took over Hard Events, Insomniac took over Hard Events. Destructo decided to start his own label, which was All My Friends. He started All My Friends Music Festival, and then he started Friendship. So you have to imagine how dope Friendship is as well, because it's also by Destructo. Definitely on my list to see. I know a lot of people that were the OG Holy Ship fam definitely jumped ship and went to Friendship. So I would be interested to see how Friendship is, so it's definitely on my list, very high to check out. Nocturnal Wonderland, I'm packing my bags right now. I think I was gonna try and make Nocturnal Wonderland happen last year. And I still would love to make it happen. It's like a shame that I still have not been to Nocturnal and all my friends in my OG Ray fam have been and I still have not. It's always during a weird time in September, like I'm potentially moving, work's crazy. But now that we're self-employed, who knows? Okeechobee, I'm packing my bags right now. I went to Cross last year instead of Okeechobee, so I would love to go to Okeechobee and see that and check it out. I heard amazing things with Insomniac taking it over. Lineup's always really good, so definitely have that on my list. Aid, Amsterdam dance event. You guys know, Aid goes to Aid. The vlog is like something that needs to happen. You know what I mean? So that is definitely high on my list. This is Amsterdam dance event, so it's in Amsterdam. It's kind of like a conference too as well. So there's speakers, there's music, and it's all throughout Amsterdam. So definitely would love to check it out and go to Amsterdam. Shambhala Dream Festival. I would love to go to a Canada festival first off. And then the lineup is always amazing. I've heard incredible things about the community, the crowd, everything like that. I've heard it's very similar to Electric Forest, so I would definitely love to go to Shambhala. Definitely on my list to check out. Buku! Ugh, I'm packing my bags right now, you guys. This triggers me so much because of how close I was going to Buku. Last year when I'd gone through my breakup, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to everything. I don't even care. I'm gonna figure out how to get to everything and anything. So I applied for a press pass and got accepted for Buku. I was so excited. It all worked out because my cousin was going. She had a spot in her room. And then it was literally Thursday before the shelter in place happened in Austin. It got canceled. And that Thursday was my last show before COVID. I was so upset because the lineup, I'm just gonna put the lineup up here, you guys. That lineup was so beautiful. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I'm still so upset about it. So Buku, I'm packing my bags right now. I will get to it. I will get to it eventually. EDC Orlando, I'm packing my bags right now. Pretty self-explanatory. EDC is amazing. I would love to check out EDC Orlando. I definitely hope to go if it happens this year, or whenever it happens. If and when it happens, just let me know, we're going, you know? Lightning in a Bottle Dream Festival. I have now had 2 failed attempts to go to Lightning in a Bottle. I had a failed attempt in 2019, failed attempt in 2020. So this is one of my dream festivals. It's an amazing, incredible, transformational festival. If you guys are curious about the different types of festivals, I know Living by the F Word just came out with a video about it. Well, I will link that down below. But a transformational festival is like your cross between kind of like a yoga self-help retreat and a music festival. Like if you were to combine those two, that's what Lightning in a Bottle is, because they have tons of workshops on personal development, on yoga, mindset, all that stuff, and how to be a better human basically, and how to save the planet. But then you also have really incredible music acts. So it's been high on my list. A lot of people said because I love Electric Forest, where that is more of a mainstream Insomniac type transformational festival, that I would love Lightning in a Bottle because that is a full-on transformational festival. Electric Forest kind of tiptoes around it because they have the music and then they have things that make it more transformational, like the brainery and more initiatives kind of like that. But it's not like a full-on one compared to Lightning in a Bottle from what I've heard. High on my list, I want to go so bad. I was supposed to go with Ashley Gauthier and her group, and I'm hoping that happens again. Electric Zoo, I'm packing my bags right now. I was supposed to go last year. I was so excited because I was gonna be with Emma, I was gonna meet Phoebe Howell. I was so freaking excited about it, and then everything happened. We're keeping our eye out if it's gonna happen this year. I'm not too sure because of how New York is. So we're just keeping an eye on it. If not, we might go next year just because Chase and I both love New York City, and we would love to go back to New York when the city's like, you know, open and safe and is like how New York should be, you know? So we might save that one, but I'm packing my bags right now still. Okay, let's take a deep collective breath for this one, everyone. Lost Lands, not for me, but go off. This is why I put my little blurb at the beginning, because I admire what Lost Lands is doing. I admire Excision. Excision is a king. The production is amazing. Lineup is amazing. Here's where I stand. I do not think I could survive 3 days of bass music. I don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could do it. And I know some people are like, oh, but there's some bass house people, there's some Said the Sky. And I'm like, that's like 3 artists in the span of like 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's not for me, and it's okay. You guys can go have an amazing time. I know you will have an amazing time. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Maybe one day I'll have a change of heart, but this is where I stand right now. Decadence, Colorado. I'll get to it someday. I love a good New Year's festival. I have gone to Decadence, Arizona a lot. I went to Lights All Night. So we'll see. I will get to it someday. We'll see how New Year's events kind of turn out to be. Beyond Wonderland, at the Gorge. I'm just gonna say Gorge events in general, Dream Festival, because I would love to go to an event at the Gorge. So I'm gonna put Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge in there, but really I'm talking about the Gorge. I need to do something at the Gorge like ASAP because it looks so beautiful. It's in the Pacific Northwest for those that have never heard of the Gorge. It just looks absolutely incredible. So I am putting Beyond Wonderland at the Gorge / the Gorge Dream Festival because I just need to go and see it for myself. Ever After, I'll get to it someday. This is a house and bass festival in Canada. Primarily more bass, but there is some house music. Emma Kapotes had a really great time. It's more of a newer festival, I'd say. Like, it's still kind of growing and up and coming, so I would love to see how it grows. Who knows? Maybe I'll be doing a little Canada tour one year. Life is Beautiful. I'll get to it someday. I love multi-genre festivals. Like, I've loved Lollapalooza. I love Coachella. I love Austin City Limits. So Life is Beautiful could definitely be something I hit. It's in Vegas. It looks like it's a good time. The lineup is always stacked, so I'll get to it someday. Next up, we have Creamfields. I'm putting I'll Save My Money. This is a festival that happens in the UK. It's usually around August, September time, I wanna say, or July. The lineup is always really incredible. However, I don't think the experience would be for me unless I did something different. So typically you camp at Creamfields. And what I have seen is just, it is so muddy. It's always rainy. It's just not a vibe, you know? It's different than like where I talked about how I want to get dirty and dusty at Burning Man. Like, that's all dry. When it's wet and muddy, I can't. So I'm gonna say I'll save my money. It's okay. I'd rather put that money towards going to Tomorrowland, honestly. I'll get to it someday. I've heard mixed things. Like, I've heard people like don't like Snow Globe. I think it could look pretty fun. The lineup's always pretty good. I feel like it's hit or miss, but I think I would at least like to check it out someday because it's in Tahoe. I've never been to Tahoe. I think it could be really good. Voodoo. I think I had this as I'll Save My Money or kind of in the mix, but I think I kind of do want to check it out at some point because it's in New Orleans. Going to a festival in New Orleans could be really cool. The lineup's always pretty good, I'd say. So I'm gonna put it as I'll get to it someday. Movement. Dream Festival. You guys know I love a good house and techno festival. I love Seismic Dance Event. I love Crossed. So Movement just seems like the next best step up for me to go to. It's in Detroit, which is the birthplace of techno. It's a must. It's a must for me. Sunset Music Festival. I'm gonna put I'll Save My Money. I just have not had an interest really to go. Lineup's always pretty good, but I don't know, I've just never really been interested in going. Summer camp, I'll Save My Money. I just don't know too much about it. And Wakan, not for me, but go off. Not for me, but go off. Similar to Lost Lands. I think Wakan I could be persuaded on because I do like more of that like free-form bass. It could depend. And Tate Johnson, who I did a podcast episode with, she said how much she loved Wakan. So I could be persuaded, but I'm just not too sure. But I'm gonna say not for me, but go off for now. Suwannee Halloween, not for me, but go off. I've heard good things. I don't know, I've just never really had an interest. I've heard good things, so go off. Countdown, I'll get to it someday. It's really hard to do Countdown and justify that because it's usually a one-day event, I think I want to say, and they normally do like Audiotistic, which I realized I did not have Audiotistic in this list. It would be hard to justify going to California for one day unless I was doing Audiotistic with it or doing some type of California trip or something with it. So I'm gonna put I'll get to it someday, because maybe I will get to it someday. Forbidden Kingdom, not for me, but go off. Camp Bisco, I would probably do the same. I just have not had an interest in going. I've heard great things about it, so not for me, but go off. Outside Lands, I'll get to it someday. This is similar to like your Voodoo, Your Life is Beautiful, ACL. It's a multi-genre festival that is in San Francisco. So I'm gonna put it in, I'll get to it someday, because I think it'd be cool to go. Day Zero Dream Festival. This is a festival that is in Tulum. It is more so house and techno. I've seen videos of this, you guys. It is like beautiful techno and house music in the middle of a jungle, and like I'm all about that. Get me there ASAP. Govball New York, I've heard mixed things from both Emma and BB, so I'm gonna put I'll save my money. You know, if it ever happened where I could go one day, like for a day, just a single day ticket, maybe, I don't know. Elements, I'm packing my bags right now. I'm actually looking at Elements potentially this year. It's Labor Day weekend. They have proved to create a COVID safe event, so I am potentially looking at that. So you might catch me there. Otherwise, I would love to go. Their lineup is always incredible, so definitely on my list. Envision Dream Festival. This is in Costa Rica, for those that don't know. Lineup is always amazing. House, techno, bass. It just looks like an amazing time. It's right on the beach, basically, in like a jungle. So definitely on my list to go. And finally, Ultra Music Festival. Oh, not for me, but go off or I'll save my money. I'll save my money because they're not giving refunds. How about that? I feel like my time to go to Ultra Music Festival passed. I feel like I should have gone while I was in college or just graduated from college. But now as I get older, I'm kind of like, I don't know. But the only thing that would pull me into that is Resistance Island and like the house and techno part of it. Like the Carl Cox megastructure. Like if we could just take that out of Ultra and have that be its own festival, I would be so content and happy. So I really hope that happens. Let's just like manifest that to happen. But otherwise, like I feel like I should have gone when like Swedish House Mafia surprised everyone. Like I'm really upset at myself for not going that year. But otherwise I'm kind of like, I'm okay. I'm okay. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Check out part 1 if you guys want to see my thoughts about the festivals I have attended. Let me know if there are any other ranking videos you guys would like to see, or let me know your thoughts about today's video. If I'm wrong about my ranking or if you agree with my ranking, whatever it may be, feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.